Hey there, rock and roll art stars. This is Mrs. Rothermel, and I'm going to read through to you the course evaluation for this semester. Okay. And this course evaluations you're about to fill out, it will help you reflect on what you thought about this class and what could be improved, what you liked, what you didn't like, and what you wish we could have done. All right. And how did you grow as an artist? So, in Google Classroom, this will be under classwork, under written assignments. All right. And it's called course evaluation. So GP2, I believe, for this one. Yeah, for grading period 2. So here we go. So this first section, what you're going to be doing, it says rate on a scale from 1 to 5, with 5 being the highest, which you thought was the most useful parts of this class, and 1 being the least. Yeah. So you're going to, so you're rating on a scale from 1 to 5, being the highest of what you thought was the most useful parts of the class, and 1 being the least useful. And then if there's any questions, write a complete sentence or close to a complete sentence for the answer. So on a scale from 1 to 5, with 5 being the highest, 1 being the lowest, daily learning objectives, how useful were they? On a scale from 1 to 5, 5 being the highest, 1 being the lowest. Select one. On a scale to 1 to 5 for tests, 1 being the least useful, 5 being the most useful. Pick one. Yeah, all you do is just, pick one, okay? Sorry, I didn't mean to pick one. Woo! All right, next up, vocabulary words, with 1 being the least useful, 5 being the most useful. Pick your number. Art lesson videos, with 1 being the most useful, 5 being the least useful. And when we say art lesson videos, we're talking about textbook videos, book videos. So 1 being the most useful, 5 being the least useful. Pick one out. Missing assignment reports, MARs, when I could send them to you. And sometimes I would just send a little thing to you in Google Classroom, just letting you know. But the big report thing, how useful was that to you? 1 being the least, 5 being the most useful. Meet the artist videos. Yeah, I remember we used to go to the Garden of Praise, and there'd be an artist biography I'd read you, and with some artwork, and then we'd take a quiz, and you had to put a code in. How useful were those videos to you? 1 being the least, 5 being the most. Google Classroom, with 1 being the least useful, 5 being the most useful. Pick your number. Project samples, those samples I showed you of the artwork that I did to show you what we were doing. How useful were they? On a scale from 1 to 5, with 1 being the least, 5 being the most. Select one. Project demo videos, those tutorial videos where I would go into the art program and I would step you through how to make things or how to do things, with 1 being the least, 5 being the most useful. Select your answer. Games. We played a lot of games this year. Probably the most games I've ever played any school year. And it was fun. It was fun. If you think they weren't very useful, least useful is a 1, a 5 is most useful. Our little hello in different languages song. I know we had more than one, but how many, how useful was that to you on a scale from 1 to 5, with the 1 being the least and 5 being the most? Our goodbye song. How useful was that to you on a scale from 1 to 5? 5 being the most, 1 being the least. Like I said, your opinion counts. It'll help me figure out how to do my future semesters and grading periods. So I thank you for doing this. And yeah, you're going to get extra credit points for doing this. All right. Dance breaks. 1 being the least useful, 5 being the most useful. Mark it on a scale there. Mindfulness breaks. When we were doing the meditation thing and the breathing thing and the focus thing, and the bell thing, bong. 1 being the least, 5 being the most. Select the one that you agree with. The famous artist puppets. 1 being the least useful, 5 being the most useful. What you think? Then we have sound effects. 1 being the most useful, 5 being the least useful. Oops, my bad. I did that backwards. 1 is the least, 5 is the most useful is what the scale is. Now, it says from the list above, what do you feel was the most useful part of this class? That's going to be hard to pick. If you want to put more than one thing, go ahead. But all you do is what you're going to be doing for these next, a couple of these, like it says from the list above, is you're going to go look at this list above and go, okay, which one was the most useful and which one was the least? So put a short answer here for what do you feel was the most useful part of class? And of course, the next one is from the list above, what do you feel was the least useful part of this class? Be honest. Because like I said, majority rules, I want to see what your opinion is. I've tried a lot of new things this school year. Well, yeah, teaching virtually kind of forced me to. But I want to know what to let go and what to keep and what else to do and what to improve on. Oh, speaking of that, it says, what could help improve this class? What could help improve this class? And you might even go back, if you're not sure what to put down right now, is go back and fill it in at the very end. What was your favorite digital project you did this semester? So I'm talking grading period 1. I'm talking grading period 2. I think our very first project was the All About Me collage. And then our very last project was the color design. So what was your favorite one? Then, of course, I want to know what was your least favorite one, because that's going to help me decide what to let go and what to keep doing. And don't worry if you don't remember the whole name. Don't worry if you don't remember the whole name. If you say it was line 1 or it was the COVID one or it was Veterans Day. Whatever you want to put. Here's a good one. What are some things you wish we could have done this semester? Yeah, here's your time to shine. Shine it all around. What are some things you wish we could have done this semester? Besides being in person more. That's obvious. Next one, it's asking, what was your favorite thing about this class this semester? And you know what? If you want those extra credit points, don't be giving me those IDKs or nothing or everything. Give me a good short answer. Okay? What was your least favorite thing about this class this semester, other than the obvious, not being in person? Next up, it says, what was the best person, place, or thing that you learned about this semester? I'm really looking forward to see what you put down here. Was it all about colors? Was it about animation? Was it about Vincent van Gogh? The list goes on. And I'm really looking forward to reading this one here. How did you grow as an artist this semester? Meaning, how did you improve? How did you learn to maybe see the world differently or improve on a skill or get more creative? And here's the last two. What was the best digital art making app or program that you used this semester? Let me see. There was Sumo Paint, Sketchpad, Canva, Ribbit, even though Ribbit was 8th grade. Maybe you used Google Draw, Pixel Art, or maybe you had a different one you were using, Cami. And then last but not least, what was the worst digital art making program app that you used this semester? So let me know which ones to let go and if I need to add some new ones. All right. And after you're done, hit the submit button and thank you for your answers. But yeah, please go back and If you skipped over any of these, go on back and do your best to avoid writing IDK, I don't know, everything or nothing. Okay. Give me some feedback. All right? All right. Take care, rock and roll art stars, and rock on.